it's not like you say, well, you already made $230 million. He's already made this. He doesn't. They always want more. They want to play longer. They want to make more money. So get him here, get his attention. Say, listen, your career it's back at ground zero, like Sam's was. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to be what the guy that we hear rumors about that doesn't really put the effort in, or are you going to be the guy that, I was going to, grab this opportunity like Sam Darnold did? We'll see. And then if he ends up having a great year, then you figure out the whole JJ future. But right now you go in, he competes with JJ. You don't throw JJ away. You bring JJ along. If for some reason JJ does something where he moves ahead of Kyler Murray's the kind of player that you could have packages put in to game plans where you're like, hey, this is Kyler Murray's series. I feel, you can do stuff like that with a Kyler Murray. To me, the investment is so small. It's no draft picks. It's no long-term money. It's a minimum. Why wouldn't you do it? And the reason I think it's going to, everybody wants that, but the Vikings are the only one that has the Sam Darnold cred going for them, and that needs a quarterback. So to me, it's I don't see him leaving here without a contract.
Okay, it's that's obvious. There's mutual interest that's been out there, and everything you just laid out. I want to ask you, that mitigates the maybe he's not interested too much video game stuff and not doing the film work. Does it also mitigate he's only 6'0"? He's 6 feet tall and can't quite see over the lineman. That's been a problem for him. And I think you're saying it does, but I just want to ask you, how far has this guy really fallen? I mean, I think it's been, I have not paid a lot of attention to him out there, because when he first came, I saw him in one of the first preseason games at the Dome. It's when I was there as a fan, and I was watching him. I go, he was a rookie. I said, God, this kid can move, and he can make some throws. Yeah. I thought the future was, unlimited for him. I told a friend of mine who worked for the Cardinals, and a few years later, he's shaking his head at me. He says, "Oh yeah, it's not happening so much." I mean, he's got 32 rushing touchdowns, which is great, and he can throw the ball as well. But what is it about him that makes him available like this? Why did he fall so far? It can't be because he likes to play video games. I mean, what's going on there that we should?
Well, he's just wildly inconsistent. I mean, he can be an accurate passer, but he can also he can throw 3 touchdowns, but then he may throw 2 touchdowns in the second half and lose the game. He's when you watch him, I'm not saying I watch every down, but when I watch him, I see an unfocused player sometimes. I see a guy maybe that's coasting. I see a guy that's still looking at himself as number 1 overall draft pick. The guy he's got the $230 million contract, and I see a lot of arrogance. I see a lot of lack of focus is what I would see. And whenever you're not winning and you're killing your cap, and you get new coaches coming in and all this stuff, who want a fresh break from all this stuff. They don't want to go down the rabbit hole any further. Then they take the hit, they get rid of him, and they look for someone else. I mean, the Cardinals, the year before they took him number 1 overall, they took Josh Rosen 10th overall.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was like the first. I always knew that teams were getting more and more impatient, but that to me was off the charts, because I think that year I didn't have him taking Kyler Murray number 1 overall, because I'm like, I'm just not convinced that someone can go top 10 quarterback 2 years in a row. And they did it. And now it's, the rush to not only draft them where they draft them, but to give them the money that they give them is crazy right now. You're seeing Tua get released with, he was one of the highest paid quarterbacks. Kyler Murray, the mess in Cleveland with Deshaun Watson, a few years ago, not only giving him the money, but giving up all those draft picks. It's insanity, the amount of impatience that teams have.